Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for SUI render and FET price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis, starting with SUI here on the daily, where we have an impulse toward the upside wave 1 or a wave A finished ABC for a wave 2 or a wave B continuation for higher prices impulsively, where if you were supposed to be in a 1, 2, 3, wave 4 interfered already, meaning no impulse here continuation, but possibly double 1-2s. So in double 1-2s, you would like to see a wave 3 unfolding toward the upside. The wave 3 has to be, of course, a 1-2, and of course 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, and a 5 continuation for higher prices. Now, we were a little bit, of course, in disappointed maybe after, of course, having another 1-2 here, which it was okay, taking the high a little bit and getting another wave too, but not really continuing directly toward the upside and seeing more red coming in. And that means, of course, in this case scenario, we still might be, of course, in another wave 1-2 here, but this wave 2 simply needs, of course, a new low to be taken as an ABC, WX and Y, whatever the correction is gonna be over there. It might be, of course, the case that you still need this low and then moving toward the upside. So this is a bullish scenario that it might unfold here, the ultimate bullish as 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Now you have another scenario in 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 towards the upside. As a leading diagonal, of course, you need an A, B, and a C. Now, if a wave C is still unfolding, potentially, well, actually, even it cannot be an ABC, sorry guys. Here it has to be an impulse because you have impulses for the 1 and the 3 here in case of a leading diagonal. So definitely you need an impulse over there to be unfolding. You would like to see a wave 3 and then 4 and a 5 toward the upside, finishing around, of course, at the 1.618 here, at least taking the all-time high 1-to-1 fib level, 6.8 or $7.12. Now, the other possibility here that you have 3 waves up for a wave A, and you finished here 3 waves down for a wave B, potentially finished there, and you're looking for a wave C towards the upside again. 1.05, 1-to-1 fib level, $7.12 might be the case scenario here for wave C. However, guys, as you can see, there are plenty of targets here, of course, that it can be given for these possibilities, and most of them are, of course, starting from the high there. So many times I get the question, what is your target for the bull run? What is the target for the bull run? Well, basically, you simply need to take the all-time high. Now, where it's gonna lead, it's about the structure, what we get later on. I cannot identify which target it's gonna be before getting, of course, the structure finished, right? I mean, the structure, even what we might have as a structure there. So basically, I'm still, of course, bullish for SUI. All what I'm seeking still for it is a one simple low. If we dive a little bit inside it, on the 2 hours chart here, we can see in the 2 hours chart, we have several possibilities, of course, in this area after having a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Now, the first thing that you want to get out of is, of course, a triangle. So A, B, C, D, E, you want to get out of this scenario. Why? Because this is going to lead you to a wave C only. You're not allowed to have a wave 2 as a triangle, and this is going to lead to bearish, okay? And that means, of course, you're going to end up here with 3 waves and then dropping down, okay? So you want to get out of this triangle, and that means you want to break this triangle downward and take, of course, this potential low here to make sure that you are whether in an ABC or in a W, X, and a Y. Because within this triangle, you're gonna be simply in a wave C toward the upside. There is no bull run, of course. Okay, so this is the first thing we want to see. We want to see, of course, this low taken here. And you would like to see here whether you are finishing a zigzag in a wave Y, meaning 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, potentially finishing exactly in the confluence area here between the 1-to-1 fib level and 0.618, which is nice to see it. Or you are in something bigger than this. A, B, and a C, big wave C can be 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, kind of like a big ending diagonal for a wave C. Yep, so these are the possibilities for SUI. Now, if we are bullish here, you are therefore in a triangle and you move toward the upside. Meaning a triangle here, it's a wave B A, B, and a C, which is really not good scenario, honestly, for the bullish, because it might reflect yeah, downward at any time. Now, basically, if we dive deeper on the 1 hour chart, are we bullish there? To get more answers, even I'm going 15-minute chart. Are we bullish over there? Well, again, I mentioned this yesterday, and I will repeat it. I don't trust, of course, these waves where you start, of course, with 3 waves, and then it looks like a zigzag here, or even like an impulse. But here, of course, starting with 3 waves, which is not really good. So even if it looks like a leading diagonal, I don't trust it so much. So we gotta be careful, of course, from being in a 1-2 here, and maybe even a bigger wave 2, and then starting potentially another leading diagonal, which I doubt it. Okay, I also doubt this, knowing that this looks like good as an ending diagonal or leading diagonal as well at the same time. But still, even if we have higher prices here to unfold for SUI as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you still have to be careful, of course, from this 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It might turn into an A, B, and a C at the end. And don't forget that you are already, if this happens, that means, of course, this triangle is unfolding here upward for a wave C, A, B, and a C, which it might be a very low possibility, I mean, for the bull run here. Okay, so we gotta be careful with this one. Is there a possibility that that we are potentially here in a diagonal like 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5? It can be also possibility, but you have to consider that this is an ABC and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Can still be a possibility in a leading diagonal, and then yeah, moving for wave 2. But we're gonna watch this step by step. Currently, I don't really trust it as bullish yet. Because we are already impulsive and we have a huge trend downward, and this looks very choppy and a lot of overlapping. So yeah, I need much more clearer price action than this for bullish. Okay, let's move for the next one, which is render. So for render on the daily here, we are still, of course, in a bullish scenario, much higher possibility as a bearish. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as a wave 1, wave A, ABC for a wave 2 or a wave B, and continuation towards the upside, another impulse and a correction, meaning whether you are in a 1, 2, 1, 2, and wave 3 is unfolding for higher. Another scenario is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for leading diagonal wave 5 to take the all-time high as well. And finally, 3 ways up, 3 ways down, and you're looking here for a wave C toward the upside also, of course, to take the all-time high. Meaning, again, the target for this for render is at least to take the all-time high $17. Okay, to answer your questions for the daily always, and what are the bull run targets. So for the bearish here, if we are bearish, you already finished a bearish three ways down. But if this is going to extend after 3 ways down and you're gonna have a triangle here, you might drop down with a wave C, which is your wave B here, that it might be deeper wave B, meaning 3 ways down, triangle, and impulse, and then moving toward the upside. And that's, of course, preserve, of course, the same scenario in the daily here, but simply, of course, with deeper correction, meaning you're still in 1, 2, 1, 2, you're still in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you're still in 3 waves up, 3 waves down, and then continuation toward the upside. So these are the possibilities here. Now, if we dive deeper a little bit inside this triangle here, to see what is going on. So inside the triangle, we are looking here potentially at a wave 1, 2, and of course this wave 2 took the 886, which is not nice. It give us much more possibility for the triangle here, and especially after we get this wave after it in 3 waves, and not reaching the high again, and moving down and up and down, and very choppy. Yeah, so not really good for render as well. It doesn't really look great here, I would say. So in case if you are in 1, 2, 1, 2, the momentum is reducing here, and especially after the invalidation of triple 1, 2s later on, so that is not good signal. So we got invalidation, and still we didn't took the low, and I'm still looking for this low. So I need a very confirmed, precise low here to start to unfold something bullish. This is what I would like to see. I would like to see as well a wave C finished here as A, B, and a C. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 probably here, and then moving toward the upside, or W, X, and a Y. The W is zigzag here, very complex X, and of course you get here a potential ABC as a wave Y, or ending diagonal. Yeah, so I would like to visit this area and just to confirm that, okay, are we in a triangle and we move toward the upside here, or are we potentially in double 1-2? Yeah, so this is the thing. I want to test this low, take it, and to see the reaction what it might be there. So that it for render. I don't see yet also on the 15-minute chart if we're talking about the micro as well. This is horrible impulsive wave. Yeah, so if you are impulsive here and you started with 1, 2, 3, 4 invalidation already here, so you have to count here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave 1 as leading diagonal, wave 2. And if you continue here for wave 3, this is a very yeah, like it can be 1, 2, 3, 4, and wave 4 again interfering as well with the zone 1 is, in case your zone 1 is leading diagonal 3, 4. So the things are very overlapping and it doesn't look really nice here. Now wave 5, in case of course that this wave 4, we have to close our eyes on it, yes, that it is invalidated. And in case that you have a wave 5 here, so if you're counting here a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, okay, it can be a wave 1, ABC, wave 2, and then you continue toward the upside in a very choppy wave again. So there is no confidence, guys. I don't see this. I don't see clarity. I don't see confidence. I still see a hesitation in the market, and the things might still turn towards the downside at any time, as we saw, of course, in the daily and in the macro level. Yep, so that was it for render. Let's move for FET. FET on the daily, of course. So here we go. On the daily for FET, we still, of course, bullish. We still have several bullish scenarios where you have potentially 1, 2, 1, 2. You're looking for wave 3, 4 and a 5, 4 and a 5. After this, you are looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 leading diagonal, potential second scenario, and final scenario is 3 waves up A and 3 waves down as a B, and you're looking for wave C towards the upside. So in this case scenario, you are looking, of course, for something impulsive, and currently you got your wave 1. Now, what we are ranging into it here is not looking nice as well. If this is a triangle and gonna finish in A, B, C, D, E, A, B, C, D, and an E, and you move for higher, you don't want to see this. You don't want it, guys, because this is gonna turn it very bearish, okay? It's gonna turn it very bearish, meaning because only a wave B is allowed to be a triangle like this. And that means A, B, and a C simply bearish, okay? And we're talking about bearish here. It's a big bearish scenario, okay? Meaning you're gonna continue impulsively to downward here. After 3 waves down, you get 3 waves up. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is not a very nice, beautiful scenario to see, okay, for the crypto market here and for the altcoins. So what you would like to see here is, of course, a 1, 2. Therefore, you want to take the low from now here, taking this area, the 0.618, of course, the blue box, and then you want to move towards the upside very massively from there, of course, impulsively as well, because you're going to take the all-time high here with a $5.7 for FET. Yep, so these are the possibility here on the 2 hours chart. We can see as well that if we are in a triangle here, A, B, C, D, E, after a potential wave A, let me just put the thing here, after wave A or wave 1, preferably that you are in a W, X, and a Y, or that you are in an ABC here, because you don't want to have a triangle again. Yeah, you don't want to have this triangle. You want to have simply an ABC here, A, B, and a C in a smaller one, or a WX and a Y. Okay, so the WX and a Y, you want to finish a zigzag here, meaning 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. However you wanted to end this. If this is your 1, 2 here, or double 1, 2, you want to have 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. It doesn't matter. You want to take this blue box because you want to take simply this low. All right. By taking this low, hitting those targets, that would be great scenario because you're gonna be very bullish after it. But with this one, you're gonna probably even simply taking the high here can turn even into a short wave C, so it's not even secure, and then you drop down for lower. Yep, so these are the possibilities for FET. Internally on the 15-minute chart as well, we can see clearly the choppiness here on the micro level for FET. Nothing is really bullish there. I still see, of course, a lot of choppiness overlapping, nothing impulsive. In case it is a leading diagonal again with a lot of choppiness here or corrective waves, 1, 2, I still need price action, of course, to make sure that we are bullish here more than bearish. Yep, that was it for Sui Render and FT. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye bye.